Hello, boys and girls. And you say hello to Miss Murray. Hello, Miss Murray. The book we're reading today is called Frog Went A-Courtin. Now, what does the word went a-courtin mean? Well, when you court someone, that means you are dating them and you're going to ask them to marry you. That's an old-fashioned word that we don't use anymore because this is a very old song. It's about 400 years old, and it came to America from Scotland and Ireland. And when the settlers came over here, they brought their songs with them. This is one of the songs, and now it's turned into an American folk song. So this one has been collected by a guy who collected a lot of American folk songs, John Langstaff. He didn't write the song, he collected all the verses. And it has been illustrated by Feodor Rojankovsky. So here is our book for today, Froggie and A-Courtin. So this song is a song, it's a story, but it's really a song. So I'm going to be singing the words, and if you were to get it from the library, you might read the words, because there's some little extra parts in the song that aren't written down in the book. One of them is, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, that happens on every verse. So even if you're unable to read the words quickly, you certainly can join in and sing the mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to get that part. That happens a lot. There's a lot of verses to this song. So we're starting here with Froggie went a-courting. Now, is this a true story? Did a frog get on a horse and go find a friend in a mouse? No, this isn't a true story. This story is an old folk song, and it's a nonsense song. So none of the things that happen in the song actually really happened. So we're going to start at the very beginning. Froggie went a-courtin', he did ride, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Froggie went a-courtin', he did ride, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Froggie went a-courtin', he did ride, sword and pistol by his side, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. When upon his high horse sat, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. When upon his high horse sat, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. When upon his high horse sat, his boots had shone like blackest jet, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He rode right up to Mouse's hall, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He rode right up to Mouse's hall, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He rode right up to Mouse's hall, where he most tenderly did call, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within? Oh, yes, kind frog, I sit and spin. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. Pray, Mistress Mouse, will you marry me? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I would not marry the president, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then Uncle Rat, he soon came home, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then Uncle Rat, he soon came home, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then Uncle Rat, he soon came home, and who's been here since I've been gone? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. A pretty little dandy man, said she, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. A pretty little dandy man, said she, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. A pretty little dandy man, said he, who swears he wants to marry me. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree. What will the wedding breakfast be? What will the wedding breakfast be? What will the wedding breakfast be? 3 green beans and a black-eyed pea. Who will make the wedding gown? Who will make the wedding gown? Who will make the wedding gown? Oh, Miss Rat from Pumpkin Town. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent, and that's the way the marriage went. The first to come was a little white moth. The first to come was a little white moth. The first to come was a little white moth to spread on the white tablecloth. Next to come was a big black bug. Next to come was a big black bug. Next to come was a big black bug, and on his back was a cider jug. Next to come was a raccoon. Next to come was a raccoon. Next to come was a raccoon waving about a silver spoon. Next to come was a spotted snake. Next to come was a spotted snake. Next to come was a spotted snake passing around the wedding cake. Next to come was a bumblebee. Next to come was a bumblebee. Next to come was a bumblebee, a banjo buckled on his knee. Next to come was a nimble flea. Next to come was a nimble flea. Next to come was a nimble flea to dance a jig for the bumblebee. Next to come was an old gray goose. Next to come was an old gray goose. Next to come was an old gray goose. She picked up her fiddle and she cut loose. Next to come was 2 little ants. Next to come was 2 little ants. Next to come was 2 little ants fixing around to have a dance. Next to come was a little old fly. Next to come was a little old fly. Next to come was a little old fly. He ate up all the wedding pie. Next to come was a little chick. Next to come was a little chick. Next to come was a little chick, but ate so much it made him sick. The last to come was an old tomcat. Last to come was an old tomcat. Last to come was an old tomcat. He says, I'll put a stop to that. Uh-oh. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. The frog and the mouse, they went to France, and this is the end of my romance. The frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. If you want any more, you must sing it yourself. Mm-hmm. See you next time.